the full list of 18 states who've been granted waivers by the USDA to micromanage food stamp beneficiaries, otherwise known as SNAP benefits, and how you can use your monthly benefit deposited onto your EBT card. Well, I have the full list right here, which I'm going to pop up in just a second. This is the list of 18 states. There's also some other very good information right here that I'm going to pop up again so you can see and read for yourself again the list of the 18 states, as well as these new rules. They love some rules. Drop a comment down below if you love or hate rules. Drop a comment. I will put a vote for the hate rules part. That's where I stand with this. But I'd love to hear from you down below if you fall into the love or hate about rules and how much they love to micromanage individuals. Anyway, let's talk through the details, because just the other day, literally 2 days ago, the USDA Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins came out and announced 6 more waivers granted to more states, bringing the total up to 18 total states now that have received waivers from the USDA just since this summer until now. In about a 6-month period of time, they've granted 18 total waivers in groups of 6 states per grouping, or per, signing of waivers, essentially, approval of waivers. And this is restricting food stamp beneficiaries in a pretty big way as far as what people can buy. And all of these rules start in about 2 weeks from right now as I film this video, in the middle of December 2025. Anyway, let's pop this up right here. Feel free to read through the details, and I will point out the key information you need to know about this. Now, I don't have the whole list of the 18 states memorized, to be fair with you, but you can see it here in this little clip that I have for you on the screen. So those are the states that have been granted the waivers. Now, what do I mean by waivers? Essentially, USDA has come in and given them special permissions, the list of the 18 states, by the way, to say, yes, you can individually come in and ban the purchase of sugary drinks and dessert food, sugary food, on a state-by-state level. Now, here's what's interesting about this. For the most part, these new changes are coming in as of 2026. A lot of them are starting the very beginning of 2026, as in January 1st, 2026, which is in about, like 2 weeks, a little more than 2 weeks from right now as I film this video. Yeah, it's like 2.5 weeks from right now. It's nuts, right? It's going to be here before we know it. But anyway, so a lot of it's going to be starting January 1st. Some other states have different timelines throughout the course of 2026 when this will be starting. Now, here's what else is very interesting about this. If you look into your specific state, if you're in one of the 18 states that has been granted one of these waivers, I would highly recommend that you do some individual research on your specific state as far as what is being banned as far as the purchase with your EBT benefit. The reason is, it's not just some simple blanket statement where, every state is going to ban the purchase of sugary drinks, sodas, and pop. No, that's not what it is. Some are banning that. Some are banning, extending out to energy drinks. Some have different parameters around, like, if it has calories in it or not. Some go out to dessert type foods and candies. Some are just focused on food. Some are just focused on beverages. It's a mess. Every state has their own rules and parameters, as well as effective dates of when this is going to take place. It's a total mess. To be fair with you, I was going down the rabbit hole of doing all the research and finding all of the parameters around each respective state. And I was going to make you a dedicated video that says, in Arkansas, you can do this. In Colorado, you can do this. In Tennessee, you can do this. In Florida, you can do this. It became so convoluted and confusing. I was like, there's no way that I can memorize all this information in any reasonable amount of time. So my point being with that is that if your list is on the state of 18 states that I popped up for you right here, I would highly encourage you, and maybe you already know this if you're in one of the 18 states, I would just highly encourage you, spend a couple minutes and just figure out which items in your respective state can you no longer buy as of 2026 with your EBT benefit. I'll tell you this much. It's mostly going to be around the purchase of sugary drinks, pops and sodas, things like that. Energy drinks may be on the list depending on your list, depending on your state. Some is based on if it has any calories or not. But then also a lot of them are banning the purchase of candies and prepared dessert foods, like that being, again, maybe like cookies and pie and cake, and I guess donuts would probably be on the list. I don't know. I would think that list is probably pretty long. Now, how is this going to be implemented, and how are they going to enforce this Really good question. I think a lot of that enforcement is supposed to be coming at the checkout counter. When you go to ring up your groceries, every item obviously has a SKU, a UPC on it. When it scans, it might say like rejected. For example, let's just say that you go to a grocery store, you buy all of your normal groceries, no problem at all, but then you also go to the pharmacy area and you throw in, I don't know, maybe like some Q-tips and maybe like paper plates and plastic forks or something. I don't know. I'm just making up some random items. Napkins even, right? As you all know, your EBT benefit cannot be used to buy paper plates and plastic forks and napkins and things like that. Paper products, paper towels cannot be used for that. So that would automatically be rejected at the checkout counter, right? You go to try to ring those items up, it may be rejected, and or they may say, well, that's a cash buy. You can't use your EBT card for that. So it might segregate all of those items out. I would imagine this is going to be the same way. However, I anticipate with the implementation of these new rules and this micromanagement of what you can and cannot buy with your EBT benefit, I imagine there's going to be some mistakes. When you get to the checkout line and you have like, a loaf of bread or who knows what, it's going to ring up as something like, that's prohibited. And you might be thinking, how could it possibly be prohibited? It's literally a loaf of bread. It's a box of cereal or something like that, right? So I imagine there's going to be some kinks as they try to implement these systems and have these different rejections coming in. But I imagine that's how it's going to be, is when you're at the checkout counter, most of your items will be probably totally fine. But let's just say you throw in a 2-liter bottle of, what is pop even? I don't know. I don't drink pop, so I don't really know what it is. I don't know. Dr. Pepper, that's a good one, right? Dr. Pepper is actually pretty good. Years ago when I used to drink it, but I haven't drinking pop in years. But anyway, maybe you throw in a 2-liter of something. I don't know. I'm just making something up for an example. That's likely going to be rejected if you're in one of these states and they're going to say, oh no, you can buy it, but it's not in your EBT. You cannot use your food stamp, your SNAP, your EBT card to make that purchase. That'll be a cash purchase if you decide to go forward with that. So I imagine this is going to be kind of a mess, at least for the first few months, to get through the system and for, the beneficiaries to know like what is allowed and what is not allowed. I imagine it's going to be causing some issues at the checkout counter. That's just my anticipation with this. But these are the rules, most of which going into full effect right away in 2026. Some of them are in the middle of the year 2026, but for the most part, all of these to be implemented. And the cherry on top, can't have a cherry on top because there's no pie to have a cherry on top of anymore. But anyway, sorry, didn't really mean to make that like, an insult, not trying to insult anybody, but you get my point here with this, right? But here's what I also want to point out as well. We have 18 states now. Get ready. There's going to be more. They're not done with this yet, okay? There's likely going to be more around the 25 to 27-ish states, give or take a little bit. We have 18 so far. I would not be shocked to see another wave of another 6 waivers being granted, probably even more than that. 6 more would bring us up to 24 states. I imagine this whole thing, when said and done, we're probably around somewhere around the 25 to 27, maybe 28 states. About half of the states out there by the time they're fully done implementing these waivers, restricting the purchase of sugary drinks, prepared dessert, and candy items. Okay? Anyway, Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Obviously, I'm being a little bit sarcastic right now, but you get my point with this, right? This is nuts. But either way, this is just another way that they're implementing the MAHA objective. MAHA, making America healthy again, is what that stands for. MAHA, M-A-H-A, make America healthy again. It's a real thing, and this is one of the objectives with that. Anyway, I hope this helps you. As always, drop your comments down below. Leave your questions, your feedback, anything like that down below. I'll come back in a dedicated video or a dedicated live stream, whatever you need. I hope this helps you better understand the situation. And again, happy holidays. For real this time, seriously. But anyway, I'm here for you. If you're watching this right away in the middle of December, that's when I'm filming this video. But yeah, just get ready if you're in one of the states. And again, check out that list that I popped up on the screen for you, the list of the 18 states. Otherwise, let me know what else I can do for you, please. If you're new here, consider subscribing, 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. Please share the video, big share button down below. Otherwise, if you're in one of the 18 states, please make sure to share this video with anybody you know on food stamps, SNAP benefits, so they also recognize what is being allowed and what is prohibited, as well as when this will be going into effect. Otherwise, let me know what else I can do for you. Enjoy your day. Happy holidays. Stay warm out there. Please subscribe, share the video, and I'll catch you again later in the next one.